my name is Roanna and I'm a DJ from Jam 88.3. We get the hits first. Now, I board every day, Monday through Thursday, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So usually this is the time when everybody's stuck in traffic, whether they're driving home from work or driving home from school or simply, just heading somewhere, stuck in traffic. So I try as much as possible to keep my playlist pretty upbeat. So with that in mind, let's go on ahead and play this first video for you. Of course, it's going to be an upbeat video. Now, this is actually from a very successful virtual band. I mean, this is the first of their kind. Who would have thought back then that you could actually have a band made up of cartoon characters? Well, this is a band that was started by Damon Albarn of Blur, and they've achieved so much success that they've even been dubbed by Guinness Book of World Records as the most successful virtual band. So with no further ado, let's kick things off with something a little bit dancey from the band Gorillaz. Here is Feel Good Inc. So hopefully you felt good after hearing that track from Gorillaz, Feel Good Inc. Well, you know what, like I mentioned earlier, I board from 6 to 9 p.m., so it's usually traffic. So what I do is I've come up with a show called The Daily Stew, where I cook up something hot, tasty, and filling, talking about lots of trivia, lots of information, and lots of awesome music to keep you company during your drive home. Most definitely upbeat tracks. So with that in mind, here's another upbeat track from the band Block Party, and it's something called Banquet. So you just heard Block Party's Banquet and saw the video to that song too. Well, right now I've got 3 more videos to share with you, but first, let's take a quick break. Welcome back to Radio Mix. My name is Roanna and I'm a DJ from Jam 88.3. We get the hits first. 3 more videos to share with you today, which is of course, will showcase what exactly we play at Jam. But just in case you don't know yet the schedule of the other Jam jocks, here's just a quick run through. From 6 to 9 a.m. signing on is Scotty and Hillary for the Scotty and Hillary Show. From 9 a.m. to 12 noon is Eric and MYX Live. From 12 to 3 is Stereomatic with Lana. From 3 to 6 is The Showdown with Sasha and Sho Suzuki. From 9 to midnight is High Times with Mike. And from 6 to 9 p.m., you already know it, that's me, Cinematic Radio also airs on Thursdays from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., but my daily show is from 6 to 9 p.m. called The Daily Stew. Well, we've got more tracks to let you hear for tonight. Now, this video coming up next, I think we're going to slow it down some. Now, all of you ladies who probably share my similar infatuation, would you call it, for the frontman, you can thank me later. So here is a track that, of course, is sung by the talented, not only actor, but also musician, Jared Leto. And it's from a band called 30 Seconds to Mars, Closer to the Edge. That was 30 Seconds to Mars with Closer to the Edge. Now, I'm pretty sure that you probably wonder sometimes, how in the world can that voice come out from that face? But enough about Jared Leto. The video really shows how, dreams can come true. And that's why they've got all of the kids talking about life in general. And, Jared Leto has basically done that. He's proven to everybody that dreams can come true. He first came to Hollywood in pursuit of his dreams as a musician. Instead, he got acting roles instead. I wonder why. But after he has achieved success as an actor, he was pretty good in Requiem for a Dream. Now he is full-time pursuing his lifelong dream of becoming a musician, and that's exactly what we saw earlier with the crowds and crowds of screaming fans from all over the world with that video from Closer to the Edge from 30 Seconds to Mars. So now I think it's about time. Speaking of videos, by the way, remember that I mentioned earlier that I have the Cinematic Radio. It's basically a show that airs from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Thursday, and it's for movie buffs and music lovers alike. So I feature a soundtrack for one particular week, and basically give you the trivia about the cast and the movie, and also play the tracks included in that one particular film. So hopefully you can catch that one of these days. But for now, I think we're gonna slow it down some. And this is from a band who actually received a lot of pretty good underground success, and they actually refused to go mainstream not until after their 4th album called Transatlanticism. That was the only time that they actually considered, okay, you know what, let's go into the mainstream and really get our music out there. So here's something from Death Cab for Cutie, a song called No Sunlight. You just saw Death Cab for Cutie's No Sunlight. I'll be back for one more video, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Radio Mix. My name is Roanna from Jam 88.3. We get the hits first. This video that you're about to see is from a band who used to be known as Syracuse. Now, they've already changed their name after Linda Kasabian, who was the getaway driver of the Charles Manson cult, if you're familiar with that from the 70s. Now, they're not really that dark. It's not because they were a big cult fanatic, but they just thought that Kasabian sounded like a pretty good name. And you know what? I agree. So here it is, a song called Lost Souls Forever, otherwise known simply as LSF by Kasabian. That was Kasabian with LSF. My name once again is Roanna from Jam 88.3. We get the hits first. That's about it. 5 videos that I've shared with you today. Hopefully you enjoyed them because I handpicked them specifically for you. Also, don't forget, go on ahead and listen to Jam 88.3. You can go to the official website for all the shows, just some in particular that I'd like to mention to you. Friday Rock Slide airs every Fridays, of course, and it's the entire day of non-stop rock tracks from the 70s to the early 2000s. On Saturday, if you're a big fan of our local homegrown Pinoy artists, make sure that you support them by listening to Republic from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 12 hours of non-stop Pinoy tracks. That's Republic every Saturday. Right after that, if you've always wondered what our Asian neighboring bands are up to, well, wonder no more, because every Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. is Blood Type A, hosted by Russ Davis and Fatboy Lim. Finally, if you've wondered every now and then how a musician would cover a fellow musician's song, well, we've got a different Sunday where it's all cover songs from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Find the rest of the shows on the website because I'm going to run out of time and I can't do that here. Go on ahead and log on to jam883.fm and simply join the Shoutboxers as well. All the details of our programs are on there. Well, I'd like to thank Radio Mix for inviting me here today. And of course, my name is Roanna from Jam 88.3, and this is Radio Mix. It's a lot of fun. Of course, it's a little bit different from doing radio, because in radio, you know, you don't really have to look at a camera. We just do our thing. But this is a little bit different, but anything that's different is always a good thing, because that's how you always learn and improve your craft. And I found it just fun. So thank you so much for inviting me here today.